Hello everybody and welcome to a JK Running Productions video. Today's video I'm going to be showing you the shoe rotation I have as a Division 3 runner. I currently have technically 5 shoes in my shoe rotation. I have one that I just got, and then I also have my spikes. So technically I really have 6 pairs of shoes in my shoe rotation. I don't count the spikes necessarily because I don't do a ton of my training in spikes at all. I pretty much just use spikes exclusively for racing, so I don't really count those a part of my shoe rotation. I'm just going to count the 6 pairs of shoes that I really use during training. With that though, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like this video, turn those post notifications on to see more JK Running Productions videos, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Strava. With that though, I'm going to start out by showing you my first easy day pair of shoes that I use. So everybody, the first easy day shoe that I have in my shoe rotation is the Asics Gel Nimbus 23. I got it during my track season senior year. Did all of my track season easy days in this shoe. Did all of my runs pretty much during the summer in this shoe. I switched it between this other pair of shoes that I have, doing a lot of recovery runs, long runs in this shoe. So the Asics Gel Nimbus 23, I really like it. It's got a plush upper, and the outsole, it's got a ton of rubber out there. If I went on a gravel trail, I would not be worried at all. Light trails, I think this shoe is going to be perfectly fine. And no really complaints with this shoe. And it's been awesome getting in a ton of miles in it. And it's been a great easy day pair of shoes. Now the next easy day pair of shoes that I have is the Brooks Glycerin 19 right here. I had the Brooks Glycerin 18 last year during my cross country season / winter buildup. The only problem I had was sometimes I got hot spots on it, and they fixed that in this shoe. I didn't feel any hot spots within this shoe. I really like the upper. I just really like the midsole ride of this shoe. It just feels good to run in, and it's been one that I've definitely grabbed. It's got, I think, 250 miles on it, and I got it during the summer and during this cross-country season. So, really awesome. Really happy with this pair of shoes. They've been a shoe I've definitely grabbed, and a shoe I would definitely buy again. So, everybody, those are my 2 easy day pair of shoes. Let's move on to the speed day pair of shoes, the workout shoes. So, the 2 shoes that I have as my speed day shoes in my shoe rotation is the Saucony Kinvara 12 right here, and then I also have the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2. So for me, I'm going to start with the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2. This has been a shoe I've used for progression runs, steady states. I just really like this shoe for picking up the pace over a long distance, and it really gets my feet rolling. It's got that same technology that the Saucony Endorphin Pro has. So I really like this pair of shoes. I love the colorway. Definitely one of my favorite shoes to run in so far this year. And then after the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2, I have the Saucony Kinvara 12. And for me, this shoe, the one thing I just don't like is I don't like how unstable this shoe can be within with the upper. I do like it because it cuts down on the weight. It's good for picking up the pace. It's one of the lightest shoes in my shoe rotation, but the upper can be kind of unstable for me. It worries me if I were to get into a divot and fall like this. I'd be worried with that upper. And then also for me, the midsole, it's just not a very thick midsole, so that's another thing that I just haven't liked about this shoe. So I'm hoping Saucony does a better model where they put just maybe a little bit more stack height in this shoe. So this is the Saucony Kinvara 12. Even though I have those complaints, I've still done most of my 400 meter workouts in this pair of shoes. And then I did all my senior year of track. I did all my workouts in this pair of shoes. So it's still a solid pair of shoes. It's only $120. So it's a solid pair of shoes for the price point. It's a shoe that I use to just supplement the miles between all my other shoes that I have in my rotation. So lastly, now it's time to move on to the carbon fiber plate shoes in my shoe rotation. I actually ran my 2-mile PR on the track in my senior year of high school in this pair of shoes. So without further ado, the Saucony Endorphin Pro is the carbon fiber plate shoe that I use. This technology is a little bit outdated, I guess you could say. Saucony came out with the Saucony Endorphin Pro Plus, which I honestly thought about getting that, but just decided to keep with the shoe I have. $200 is pretty expensive, so decided not to get that pair of shoes, and decided to roll with a really awesome deal. That's what my second pair of carbon fiber plate shoes are. So anyways, I like this Saucony Endorphin Pro for anything. I've done a long run in this pair of shoes. I was coming off like 2 weeks kind of okay training, decided to put this shoe on for a long run, and it felt awesome and it reinvigorated me, and I was ready to tackle the week after wearing this pair of shoes. Also did a steady stay in this pair of shoes once, and it had been a long week of training. It was in the middle. I knew what was coming, what was ahead, and just decided to put this shoe on just to help my legs, give them a little bit more boost, you could say, and really enjoyed it. Then also used it for a pure speed workout. It performed really well. It was just an awesome shoe to run in. So Saucony Endorphin Pro, my carbon fiber plate shoe that I use, and I just really love running in it. And then my second pair of carbon fiber plate shoes, it is the same pair of shoes as the Saucony Endorphin Pro 1, just a different colorway. This is the other colorway it looks like. I got it with a Running Warehouse deal where it was like $140, $50 gift card, and so technically really this shoe only cost me $90 because I'm not gonna go too much over the $50 gift card. So really happy with that purchase, and it's gonna be nice to have two carbon fiber plate shoes to use. So those are the carbon fiber plate shoes that I use in my shoe rotation. So everybody, that is it. That is all the shoes in my shoe rotation. My two Easy Day pair of shoes, the Asics Gel Nimbus 23 and the Brooks Glycerin 19. My two Speed Day shoes, the Saucony Kinvara 12, Saucony Endorphin Speed 2, and then my carbon fiber plate shoes, two pairs of the Saucony Endorphin Pro. With that though, guys, I hope you enjoyed this different type of video. I haven't done this type of video in the past, so if you enjoyed it and you want to see more types of shoe videos, let me know in the comments section below. With that though, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like this video, turn those post notifications on to see more JK Running Productions videos, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Strava. Join the JK Running Productions Strava Club. With that though, I'm gonna sign off like I always do. The grind never stops.